I hope you're ready.
This is Unbridled Thoughts.
We want to hear what you have to say.
Welcome back to Unbridled Thoughts. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Ren, and you better grab the mane because there's no reins and unbridled thoughts.
All right.
That was a bar right there. Oh my God.
Well, I was going to introduce him, but he's already on here, and I love that. Today, we have Ashton, a.k.a. Urban Cuts.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to be asking him some fun questions. I do want to throw out there, this episode may contain some sensitive subjects pertaining to drug and alcohol abuse. And at that, I'm going to let Ren let her rip.
Well, I'm excited for you to be here. So we just wanted to. I know, yay.
Oh my God.
We were talking about this for like months. I'm like, let's do it. So I just wanted to ask you a few questions. So the first one, if you will tell our listeners who you are and a little bit about what you do.
So my name is Ashton Gehring. Some of you guys may know me as Urban or Urban Cuts. I'm shop manager at Upper Tier. I've been doing barbering since I got into it 11th grade. Head on, my junior year through the House of County Career Academy whenever I was still at Northside. Man of God, and I'm able now use barbering to speak God into my clients, mentor people, and, this just start my career, this just started my journey in life, so I'm really excited. I've been blessed enough to meet the people through barbering and just in life in general, and I just can't wait for the rest of it.
I love that. I actually really love that because, everything I do, I use my work as ministry.
Absolutely.
And it just gives us such a great time. I mean, they're stuck in our chair.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're going to listen to me in this 30 minutes.
May as well talk about Jesus.
Right.
I love
Absolutely. And I feel like I'm sure you can relate to, and you too, who Ren, is just, you never know what the client is there for. I've had people where in a couple hours they're going to be at a parent's funeral.
Yeah.
I've been where tomorrow they're flying out for their wedding, so you get to meet all of these different people in different stages of their life, and you never know what they're going through. So I feel blessed enough to where no matter what, I can talk to them, and hopefully brighten up their day, even if it's for 30 minutes, you never know what that might trickle down through.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly how I feel, and I know that's exactly how you feel too, Ren.
Yeah, it's the way I've said it before is you're creating a space. I know it sounds kind of corny, but like a safe space. But
oh yeah, absolutely.
For me, sometimes I feel the best way I can verbalize it is, especially with someone you knew, is that they're walking around with a projector in their brain, and as they're walking, everything they're projecting on is not necessarily a smooth surface. Like it's constantly in motion. There's a lot happening in their lives. But then when they're in our room and they're looking up the ceiling, or they're in your chair and they're kind of looking at the wall, it's like it's projecting onto a smooth surface. And then they're able to they're able to visualize and kind of see everything they're going through.
No, absolutely. That's 100% right there. 100%.
Well, we will keep on moving on. So I know when you were younger, you traveled to some far off places and lived in those far off places for a little while.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
Where all have you lived?
So I was originally born in Chicago. Then we immediately moved after 2 months or something like that. So then we spent 8 years in Louisville, Kentucky. And then we moved from Louisville, Kentucky to Sydney, Australia. We lived there for 2 years. And then back in 2013, we moved here to good old Warner Robins, Georgia. So, yeah.
How old were you when you moved back here?
I think I was 10 years old. Yeah.
Okay.
I was 10.
Okay. So you didn't live in Australia too long? 2 years?
Yeah. So we lived there for 2 years, and I just remember, since I was so young, 'cause I feel like those even though I was still very young, it was those development stages in life, you
Yeah,
know, where
yeah.
you really not find yourself, but like you start building on those basic blocks of who you are as a
Yeah.
person,
Years,
you know.
yeah.
Oh, so when I remember whenever I first came over here, it was more so like a cultural shock.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
because that's the one thing that I absolutely miss about Australia. It's one big island of assholes, but it's peaceful, you know. It's like,
Word.
I'm not going to fault with you, Mike, so don't fault with me, you know. But everyone gets along, you know. It's not, you know, everybody hates each other equally, so, you know, there's no discrimination
Yeah.
or anything like that, you know. But then you come to the States, you know, there's social and political problems, and it's just
Yeah.
like, you know, I honestly didn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at that time, I was just like, okay. You know, I
Yeah.
was just like, so yeah, that was one of the biggest, I'd say, challenges of like moving back from the States from
Yeah.
that, you know.
Yeah.
Have you heard like Australia? Like, have you ever heard any Australia news now and like how they make fun of us and our like political situations and how we look at everything? And
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like it's deserved, though. I mean, you see what the hell is happening right now. It's like, oh, God.
yeah,
I don't even pay attention to news or anything. I mean, no matter who's up in office, you know, Trump, Biden, whoever, guess what? I'm still put on my pants the same way, you know. I'm
Yep.
still cut my
Yep.
same clientele,
Yep.
you know. So,
Yep.
I mean,
well, that's
yeah.
also because we know our king is greater.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, we have Jesus, so that
Absolutely.
changes things. But how was it living in Australia? Like, do you have any other like favorite memories or favorite food places or?
Oh, man, food places. So, in Australia, it's very much mom and pops oriented.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no such thing as Walmart there.
Yeah,
Or, like, there'll be, like, a Kohl's, you know, but that's about it.
yeah,
So all the food, it's made fresh, you know. If you're a regular, the owner knows you guys, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, and say, like, me and my mom, like, went and my dad's at work, they'll be like, oh, where's Ron at? You know, it was so much family oriented, and
Yeah.
the food was so good.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, my God.
What's your favorite?
Man, I was a little kid, so probably like burgers. Yeah. Because I remember, like, you know, the burgers were so massive there. I was like this big, you know. Which, I mean, the viewers don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but you guys do, you know. But they're like
You're
double.
also kid perspective too, though. You got to
Yeah.
remember.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's probably like smaller than here, but it's just like, oh my God.
I'm sure it is probably bigger though.
Oh,
yeah. That's funny. Do you have any other like favorite memories or like did you see any crazy animals or spiders or snakes or
I'm happy you brought that up because
good.
I'm gonna kill this shit once and for all. All right, and all the videos of shit, fucking a kangaroo bat or some shit like that. Look, that shit does not go on in Australia, you know, because so it's a part like in the middle of Australia, it's like the outback, right, where it's just complete desert, and nobody lives in the outback. Just around it. That's where all the crazy shit is at.
Yeah.
I was not a part of that bullshit. So
You weren't hanging out in the animal kingdom being
Yeah,
raised by the
no.
wolves.
Hell no. I was going to go take a shit one day and get bit in the ass by a snake. Yeah, no.
And those big old spiders.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. So I don't know, I need to fact check this, but I had heard originally like how Australia got started is it's a bunch of convicts. Like that's where they used to take their prisoners.
Yeah, so Great Britain had colonized it
Yeah.
first, and basically exactly what you said would
Yeah.
bring in shiploads of their convicts in Australia.
And just let them live their life and do their thing.
They would so it wasn't so much like live their life. It was basically like their version of a big ass Alcatraz. But they used the prisoners as the means, like that's who built up Australia. Were those convicts, you know. There's still like bridges and stuff that were built by convicts there, you know.
So they were worked too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically Great Britain used those convicts as free labor. So yeah, you know.
It's not a bad idea though, honestly. You murder somebody, send them to an island. You rape somebody, you're out of here. Sorry, guys.
Right.
Child molester, good luck.
Go fucking work.
You've got pythons now.
Right. Deal with kangaroos that's about to whoop your ass, you know? Like a two-headed cobra.
Exactly. Where was your favorite place to live out of all of them?
I mean, Australia.
I mean,
Like,
heck
come
yeah.
on.
I mean, does anything Louisville and Chicago? You don't even remember Chicago,
Yeah,
so
that's not even part. Louisville, I mean, it's a shithole now. So, I mean, but yeah, Australia. I mean, Christmas on the beach. Who
Yeah.
can beat that?
who
you
can
know?
beat that?
Mm-mm.
Yep, nobody can. We spent Christmas on the beach before. I looked at Jules and Ashton tried to offer up a microphone, but she's silent this
It's
episode.
like, uh-uh.
It's
Nope.
all on Urban.
Well, tell me, would you mind sharing some of your favorite memories about your dad?
Oh yeah, I mean, it was so much like my mom played like my parents. It was so much like good cop, bad cop. Like my mom, she was real strict. She was real protective. My dad was just like, I don't give a fuck, you know. Not like in a bad way, you know, but
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm gonna let Ashton be a boy.
Yeah.
You know? One of the funniest memories, I remember my mom, she would go out like for her runs and stuff. She was really big into marathons. So it would just be me and my dad. And he let me cuss. And like, you give that privilege to like a 9-year-old, you know? I'm saying like ass every other word, you know? Oh, I'm just
While your
figuring out-
mom's out running.
Right, you know? I remember like, it was just like me and him would just be cussing up a storm. And because my dad, he would encourage the bullshit, you know. I mean, he did not care whatsoever. I remember, I forgot. I know we were walking back from getting food. I forgot what started this, but I remember he just leaned down to me. She was like, Ashton, you're acting like a bitch right now. I forgot what made him say that. I probably was acting like a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. But I got so heartbroken. I was like, I'm gonna tell mom on you. She was like, all the cuss words you've been saying today, I'm gonna tell her that. I was like, all of a sudden I didn't get sad. I wasn't offended. I was like, oh shit. I was like,
That's also such a little kid thing. Like, you get permission to say like the whole spectrum of cuss words, and you were like, oh, ass.
damn.
Shoot.
Ass white.
I can't lie. That would have been me too.
That's awesome. Do you have any other favorite memories or?
God, just hang out with Pops, man, honestly, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, because I know my last memories with him was in Australia before he passed away. Hey, so just, like, being on the couch, you know, doing shit that I wasn't supposed to, but my dad was just like, don't tell mom, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's always been a core memory with me.
Yeah.
You know, letting him watch, like, I was really big into, like, horror movies.
Yeah.
And he did not give a fuck what I watch.
That's
like,
awesome.
So the one rule was like, all right, you're going to watch this, you're going to watch it with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I would do it. I would watch it with him. And I ain't gonna lie, it was a couple, I was just like, just blood and guts. I was just like, ooh. He was like, you want to stop? I was like, no. He was like, all right, you know, resume this, you know? So, I mean, yeah. I mean, he was always the life of the party. He always cracking jokes, you know. Every time I say something, like, stupid or immature, my mom's just like, you get that from your daddy, not me. So.
I was just going to say, with your personality, then I'm getting a vision of your dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can see you being a lot like him.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Ornery
that's what my
and-
mom says. Or I could just, like, piss her off, be like, you can get this shit from me. Blame your daddy, not me. I was raised better than this. You was, too.
I also love y'all's relationship. Sounds like a tree house.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, I know a lot of kids say this, but he was honestly my best friend.
Yeah.
I
You
love
know,
that.
he honestly was.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna make it serious. I wanna ask you about being raised by a single mom. How was that? Because it was like from 10 on about. Yeah.
10 on. It was different. I mean, of course it's different, because my dad wasn't around, Oh, but I mean, looking back on it, it was truly a blessing. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't even be in Warner Robins. We would still be in Australia if my dad didn't pass away. And it was definitely some challenges, Of course, like, no offense to y'all. But I still feel like it's certain lessons a father's supposed to teach his son that a mother can't, you know?
Yeah.
And I know, based off my experience, me fucking around with the wrong type of people, from middle school on, it was just, I know I was searching for, a family and trying to figure out how to be a man. I fucked up a lot of times, just messing around, hanging out with the wrong people, doing some shady things, But at the end of the day, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be alive right now. And there was a couple times where I should, But, I mean, I don't say this, like, proudly. I'm ashamed of it, of course. But, yeah, I'm blessed I went through all that at a young age, I'd rather do that whenever I was in middle school and high school than me being a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
And where, okay, I have something to lose.
Yeah.
And this is whenever I decide to act out,
Right.
I'm happy I grew up fast. I was able to be exposed to things that, no child should. But I'm happy I went through it because I am who I am today.
Yeah.
I'm able to, speak truth into, like, my clients and other people. It's just like, look, I went through the same shit. This is what happened. This is how, you sort of maneuver around it, This is how I dealt with it, the good and the bad, So I know my mama, God got a special place in heaven for her.
Yeah.
She got a seat right next to him whenever her, God forbid, but whenever it comes her time, I know where she's going. I mean, I feel like all single mothers, there is a special place in heaven for them.
Yeah.
And God, I know the reason why she gotta go to the salon so much for hiding her gray hairs was because of me. All the shit
They know
down.
now.
Right. But I mean, I wouldn't want it any other way. And my mom, she did an amazing job.
Yeah.
I mean, more than what I deserved, certainly at that time, the way I was acting.
I love that.
I'm truly blessed to call my mom mom.
Yeah. You talked about, like, the trouble that you got into, and one of my best friends, her name is Lisa, and she's always like I call her my soul sister because we were born again at the same time. And when Jordan my oldest started acting a fool, you know what I mean, in his teenage years, she was just like, good. I was like, what do you mean good? This is what he's doing. I'm like crying, like, hey, he's doing. She's like, good. I was like, why are you saying that? She's like, because he's going to come back to Christ and he's going to be able to come back with a full heart, because when you have those experiences, you can actually appreciate what God offers us. Absolutely. You know what I mean? You can appreciate the forgiveness, you know what I mean? And the fact that he forgives so many other people in their sins, people who kind of walked a straighter line. They don't really understand what, like, the mercy and the glory of God can provide for you. You know what I mean? But people who've had a rough life, how many times have we hit our knees? You know what I mean? And took everything to the cross, and every day we wake up grateful and thankful for the life that we live. And we see his blessings all the time, but it takes experience, and when you truly read your Bible, who did he use?
I mean, Jesus was hanging out with prostitutes and sinners, that's who
he
was around.
Even before all that, I say it all the time. I just read Genesis not that long ago. And when you read the story of Abraham, what does it say at the end of his life? God says he was a righteous man, a man of, pure and righteous man or something like that. But when you're reading about his life, he lied. He, God told him, this is what I want you to do, he like fought against that. You know what I mean? Like he took his own path. He slept with his handsmaid, you know, he allowed jealousy and envy to come into his marriage. Then he kicked out his handsmaid and his child, you know what I mean, to die. So, I mean, there's so many times that we like, as humans, we want to look at our sin and be like, oh, we're sinful and we don't deserve this. You know what I mean? But God doesn't see that. He sees the fact that we just love him and we want to serve him. You know, David is accounted for as the throne of David, you know, but what was his life? I mean, he slept with his friend's wife and then killed him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Before catching our bodies. Like, damn.
And yet, God says he was a man after my own heart. And you know why? Is because even while he was in sin, which we all are on a daily basis, he would go to God and say, like, forgive me. I'm a dummy.
Right.
I'm a dumbass. Here I am, God.
No, because the Bible teaches us, like, even with our sins, if we're forgiven, we're not supposed to think about it then. You know, we have a clear slate.
Yeah.
Hey, like, we're not supposed to beat ourselves up after, you know, or anything like that. Even when we do, I mean, I'm truly blessed because that's God being a father in your life.
Yeah.
I'm blessed God is able to punch me in the soul.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Because what's more scary than that is you saying you not feeling remorse.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And I know I was just actually on the way here, I was watching this video, like Catholic priest exorcism. And the demon called out one of the trainers and listing out every sin. It's like, okay, hey, got him out the room. And went to confession booth. He confessed his sins. They came out. They go back to the demons, just like, who's this man? He was like, I don't know. You know, that's how it's supposed to be. Once we forgive our sins, it's a clear slate. You know.
Yep, and that's exactly it.
Well, that's the thing too. I know, like you said in so many words, you wouldn't wish certain things upon certain people that you'd been through, but you also have such a barometer at a young age of things to look out for, and you could probably read people like a book, you know, when you run into them, like what their intentions are at such a young age, because of what you went through kind of strengthened and honed and shaped you, you know.
No, absolutely.
But the Holy Spirit will help you with that too, because he guides you on reading spirits so closely. You know what I mean? So you have kind of a twofold life experience and the Holy Spirit now.
Double-edged sword.
Right.
Double-edged sword.
No, absolutely. Which, I mean, I'm able to be blessed with, because I'm able to sort of use that, like my past experience in the Holy Spirit with my clients, you know, able to read, get out the vibe, you feel me? To where it's like, hey, we're going to talk about this today.
Yeah.
You know, or I'm just going to be like, hey, like, even if it's a long-time client or first time, it's like, hey, like, how your mama doing? You feel me? We'll talk about that. Or it's like the spirit, or I get the vibe where it's just like, we're not going to say anything.
Yeah.
You know? That's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the best way, is like, talk if your client's talking, but if your client's not talking, don't talk. That's like golden rule number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I know, at least me, is like, I'll ask 3 open-ended questions to start off the service. If they're just like, yep, no, yep. I'm like, all right, we're going to shut the hell up.
But
now.
you know, those are the people that leave and they're like, they tell everybody, that's the best haircut I've ever had. That person was awesome. Blah, blah, blah. Like outside of there, they'll like talk all day.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause I know several people where they're just dead silent throughout the whole haircut. But then when they hop out their chair, it's like, oh my God, where's all this personality coming from? I was like, damn, you know, I thought you were having a shitty time, man.
Yeah.
No, they just have to focus on being super still for you. If they're like, I can't say anything or I'll start jacking up my haircut.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, I had clients say those exact same words. I was like, damn, like, is he pissed at me? Like, did I say something? You know? And it's like, oh, nah, man. It's like, I'm just trying to be still. I'm like, all right. Child.
Okay.
Well, a lot of cultures too talk about like your hair holds energy, so you got to understand, like, if they went through some like a hard day or something, it's kind of nice to like just get rid of some of that weight, you know.
Get that damn sweat off. That musty motherfucker. God damn. Like, you just came off the construction site, man? God damn. We should get one of the trainees to wash your hair. Hell no. Like, shit,
We definitely have to deal with that too.
Oh yeah, just whole service.
Yeah.
Try to cut their hair like that. Wash your ass before coming in the barbershop. That's all I gotta say. Y'all take one message out the podcast. Wash your motherfucking ass before sitting in my chair.
We're about to get there.
Oh,
That's
man.
on the docket. We're about to get there. Well, one of the things I want to ask you is, do you have siblings?
Yeah, so I have two half siblings, which I mean it's not like what's a half sibling, you know? It's like, hey, nah, that's my sibling, and I have a sister and brother.
Okay.
But so the way that happened was that my dad, before he joined the military, he married while he was really young. I think like 18 or something like that, you know. And he had 2 kids with his previous partner.
Okay.
So then they got divorced. He went to the military, met my mom. And it was funny because I was like complete accident because after his 2 kids, he was just, I mean, of course he wasn't like, okay, you know, I'm going to have another kid, you know. It's like, look, I got 2 kids with love of my life, you know, with his partner at the time. And he ended up snipping it. Got a whole vasectomy and everything. And then I think whenever, yeah, they were, mom and dad were both 35, and then here I come. So I'm definitely youngest.
But they tried for you, right? They didn't just get pregnant on accident. Did
No,
they?
no. I was intentional. So,
Yeah.
No, fucking steak.
Chris's eyes got really big. He just got fixed. So.
Oh man, Chris, man. No. So it wasn't like, oh, like I'm good. Then my mom peed on 6. Just like, oh, are you fucking sure you're good? You know. It wasn't nothing like that. They went through a process. I cannot remember off the top of my head, but basically I'm like a test tube baby.
Yeah.
He is. So yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
cool.
No, that's an exciting story, though. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not something that a lot of people. I was born in a lab.
Yeah,
I was conceived
Yeah.
in a lab.
Right.
That is kind of cool though, because like, what if a spider got in on the mix, like in a petri dish, and like, you have, like
just turn into-
superpowers or something?
You're like he's the real Spider-Man.
Wow. I wish, man.
that would be awesome. How
Just
fast you like cut hair, like.
Right. Maybe able to read people's minds or some shit. Just put like a drop of LSD where the egg and sperm's at. So I have to smell colors now. Look like an X-ray vision in like different dimensions. It's like, who's that sitting behind you? Is that like a little elf from my DMT trip? Like, what the fuck?
Like cut hair. Did you have a deviated septum? Like, how do you know?
I can see into your
seen
past
it.
life.
Sainted with my spider X-ray vision.
It's like, by the way, you need to get this shit checked out. You know?
Jules, I just informed Chris and Ren on our leprechaun story last night. I don't know if they believe me, though. I want to know the moment you decided you wanted to be a barber and what helped encourage that path.
So, a little bit backstory.
We're backing it on up, people. Back it up.
Ass.
Ass white.
Listen, if we were guardian angels, we would have failed. We'd be like laughing the whole time. I'd be like, remember this?
Oh my goodness.
Keep crying.
Oh my goodness.
Half this podcast is just gonna be us laughing, like just us fucking wilding the hell out.
And then everybody's
yeah.
gonna think we're high, and we're really not. This is just a sober,
Right.
like yesterday.
This is the reason why I don't need drugs. I act like this while I'm sober.
That's her and I. We went to go get our toes done, and the dude literally like accused us of being drunk just because her and I are like laughing over the stupidest crap.
God, Sarah said something. She had me laughing so hard. I was crying laughing. And then the guy
like, what?
stopped the pedicure, then patted on my legs, and I looked at him. He's like, "You need some water?" And he's like, "Somebody
some
get her
eye
some
drops?
water." I'm like, "I'm not even drinking." It was so funny. Oh, God.
Our package happened to come with like the tiniest little glass of champagne, and I think he thought we got like wasted on this
got
shot of
blacked
champagne.
out. It's like these
Oh my
fucking white
God.
girls are tripping, man.
It was.
God damn.
I'm like, too bad this is just us sober.
Right.
All right. So backing up.
I forgot the damn
Backing.
question.
I can't even speak
Backing
English.
it back.
Right.
Backing up. When was the moment you decided to be a barber, and what encouraged that path?
So this was like a 3-day span. This happened in fall break in 11th grade. Long story short, I got arrested and I had got bonded out. Then the very next day, I had to go to school. So I was in school and I was already on the presumption because my mom talked to my lawyer and it's just like, look, he's about to go crossroads, alternative school, police, they have to report it, which thank God that didn't happen. I was still able to go to career academy, go to Northside for the rest of the year. But I remember because my barbering class was first and second period. And so I was just sitting there. I was like, damn, like, I was just in jail like 6 fucking hours ago now. I'm sitting here, I was like, what the hell am I doing in my life? Because I didn't know nothing about first-time offenders or anything like that. So I'm like, damn, I'm 17 years old. I'm going to have this felony for the rest of my life, I was like, God, like, what I got going on, I remember one of my classmates, Rodney, I'll never forget his name. He was like, who fun fade me up? I was like, shit, me. I ain't got nothing to do. Like, I'm about to go alternative school, It's like, I might as well do something, So I had cut his hair. I immediately fell in love with it because I was able to see the transition from, like, little nappy hair kid to something fresh, I remember Mr. Tolles. He's definitely one of my mentors. He was the career academy. He instructor. He actually brought barbering program into Central Georgia.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Into the trade schools of the state of Georgia. And he, after a haircut, he sort of called me out. He was like, I'm not gonna lie, like, you just stay to yourself. You don't do anything in my class. What made you want to cut hair? And I was like, shoot, like, I'm about to go. I was like, look, I'm not gonna lie, I just got arrested, It was like, I ain't doing nothing else in my life, So I decided to pick up clippers. He was like, thank you so much and he thanked me for being honest with him. He was like, I really appreciate that, he was like, hey, are you gonna go to alternative school? I was like, shoot, probably. He was like, okay, well, if not, I got you, and for the rest of the year, and then on, whenever I went to Central Georgia for my barbering, and he took me under a wing.
Nice.
Like, man, he told me direct, which, he doesn't work there anymore, so I can sort of put him on the bus. He was like, look, I don't care about none of you kids. As long as you graduate, you go to barbering, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
And just to have someone that that knows my fuck ups, basically, and my mess ups, and still have faith in me, and still wants to work with me. That was the world to me.
Yeah.
And I remember after that day, I went to Walmart. I bought like a shitty pair of like $100 sets of clippers. Started charging the homies like $5 each to let me cut their hair. You know, if you got $4, I got you. Or it's like, oh, I ain't got no money, but I need a haircut. I'd be like, shoot, I got you. You know. So yeah, for $5 at the time, come to your house, or I'll pick you up. We can go to my house. $5, I got you.
That's awesome.
Which, I mean, some of the haircuts turned out decent. Like 2 of them.
Yeah.
Man, I remember I was cutting with my old boy, Keon, and Ed, he was like, man, the barber messed me up, you know? It's like, he was just like, I just want even on the sides. I was like, okay. I remember it was... Oh boy, I feel so bad. It was like this one spot. I was done with the haircut. It was fine, you know. It was straight, you know. But it was like this one dark spot on his head. I was like, shit, you know. I had closed my clipper all the way.
Oh no.
He was just like, I had handed him the mirror. He was just like, what the fuck? I was like, all right, you know, I'm going to just
even it out.
even it out, you know. I completely bullshitted him. I was like, man, your barber must have used some dirty clippers, man, because, you know, I ain't supposed to happen. You know, the hair follicles are damaged, you know, so, you know, that's why. It was a complete lie to my homeboy straight in his face.
Listen, part of learning is like getting yourself out of a hole. That's part of it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Even if you created the hole.
Oh, yeah. 9 times out of 10 I did. So. Well, 10 out of 10.
Hey, some of the best looks come from an accident like that, though. I was just actually...
Oh, not that motherfucking haircut. I fucked that man up. I'm talking about, man, like, not even 2 weeks. It was like a month straight till you got next haircut. It's just beanies. Hats. That's cool.
I was just telling somebody, I was like, you know, I'm glad that you're shaving it all off and going bald. It actually looks really good on you, which I don't say a lot, okay? And he was like, it happened on accident. This guy was telling me, he's like, my wife was, you know, trimming up my edges on the back of my neck and just like slipped and gave me a reverse mohawk, and then it was just like,
oh yeah,
I guess we're doing this.
But you've come a long way now. Like, you have accolades and awards and things like that, right?
Yeah. So now, full-time award-winning barber, shop manager, licensed master barber. So, yeah, did a little something with my life, you know. You know, but you know, I just stayed down, put my nose down, and just hustled that shit.
Yeah.
You know, just went on no matter the losses from the. Damn, I just got a whole Airbnb. I just traveled to a whole different state. You know, like 5-hour drive just to come up short. You know, it's like dang, you know, and. I feel like biggest part with competitions with barbering and winning those awards, especially in the beginning, is humility, being humble about yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and going up to the judges, be like, all right, what do I need to fix on? Because it was like 4 months into me being a full-time barber, and I had competed, and of course I didn't play. And I had text message, like one of the judges is like, all right, like, what could I have done better, you know? I learned, because I brought one of my homeboys, and he has, like, real blonde hair. He was like, look, you don't need to bring him again. Yeah. You know? It's like, you need to bring somebody with dark brown or black hair so we can see a transition better.
Oh, because you can't see the contrast. Okay.
Then he was telling me about clipper over comb, and I went to my shop manager and be like, look, you need to teach me this. You need to teach me this. You know, this is going to be, you know, this is going and set me apart, you feel me? This is going to help me out real good. And from that one competition, that taught me so much more than 4 months in the barber shop, you know? I was just around barbers, you know, that are way more experienced, you know? I was blessed as to be connected, networking with barbers that, you know, sort of saw something in me that I didn't see, you know, at competition and even at my old barbershops, you know, and barbers that I work with still to this day, you know. seeing something that I didn't, and I'm truly blessed for that.
That's awesome.
Do you have some more favorite moments as far as like barbering in your barbering career or working with other barbers, or what are like some of your favorite stories?
Oh man. So probably one of my favorite, I was like 7 months into the game. And so the biggest hair show you can go to and compete at is CT Barber Expo. Every year there's like at least 5,000 people.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. And it was me and my brother, Torpedo Alex. We had did the tag team. So basically I'm going to be on one side of the head, he's going to be on the other. And we had planned it out, and we had just took like a makeup class for like prosthetics like
Oh, cool.
2 weeks before the show. And this is our first time just like, all right, running it. And we came in second place out of 30 teams.
Wow.
And my favorite moment out of that whole thing, because I was so passionate, and me getting into the game, I was like, look, I want to win one time at CT. You know, that was my goal. And completing that, he got on stage, and Jay Majors, he hosts all the CT Barber Expo. He asked Jay, is just like, hey, let me get the mic. Hey, gave it to him. He was like, hey, I want to shout out my boy Urban right here. He's 7 months in the game, and we just came second place in the biggest barber show in the United States, man. I'm so proud of him in front of like 5,000 people, you know.
God,
Oh,
talk about
I was just like,
validation.
oh my God. He gave it back. Jay was like, man, that's what I'm talking about. This is why I do it, you know, blase, blase. I was just like, oh yeah, you could have told me shit. My ego was at all-time high for the rest of the day.
So you all did like on your model, you did like prosthetic, like latex, like an appliance almost. And
Yeah,
like,
we
like
did appliance, and then we did the wax around from like corner of the forehead all the way down to the other side of the cheek, and like bladed it up, and we had a sort of trench coat on him. And so I did one side of the head, and then I like retouched up all the makeup, you know, added a little bit of blood, you know, all that. And like around his chest area and stuff, like sort of made it seem like he was sick almost, you know, like sort of that liver, like how like liver disease will change your skin. Sort of added that added some bruises, you know, that sort of
like a necrotic kind of a look.
yeah, you know, sort of contouring with his body shape, you know, so it could have a flow, not so much just like a random like bone protruding, you know, sort of like that. So yeah, it was dope as hell. It
That's
truly was.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, we had gotten to the, wash your ass before you come in and get a haircut. But is there other things that you think that clients still misunderstand when they come in to get cut?
Yeah, don't sit in my fucking chair and ask about so you're on commission? Like, how does this work? So if I'm paying $32 for a haircut, how many haircuts do you do a day? And like, sort of do calculations, like, get out of my fucking business. Like, I'm like, God damn, bro. Then I will say this too, it's like, if you do not trust the barber, do not sit in that damn chair. I ain't got time with your picky ass. If you feel like, hey, look, the white boy don't know how to cut my hair, look, I'm all for it. I want to cut your fucking hair. Straight up. That's the attitude. Shit.
Yeah.
I'll send you across the street to the other barbershop, you know. Let that be their worry, you know.
There's enough business for all of us, huh?
Exactly.
And I want good clients.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be doing them a favor. They might find a barber and they're like best friends. You know, I may not be right for you, but the right person's out there for you. You know.
Now I feel like just keeping it real with clients on that note. Cause I've had clients where it's just like, look, I really want to do this, you know, I'm looking for this. I'm just like, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not that guy. You know, I'm not the person for you.
Yeah.
But this barber can handle you. You know, this is the barber that's going to give you the best results, you know. And I feel like so much we live in a world where a lot of people go in sort of just a little hesitant because they don't want to be taken advantage of. And I feel like with that, it's just more so a respect thing. You know, it's just like, hey, look, I appreciate you keeping it real with me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, because especially with women's, because like we've had women come in, it's like, oh, like you cut my little boy, so you know how to do butterfly layers in my head, right? I'm like, your kid gets like a number 2 on the side. Like, I do not know how to do that shit, you know. But somebody else does, you know. So I feel like it's that mutual respect, you know. Like, I'm not going to bullshit you, you know, and it tends to go vice versa, you know.
Do you feel like people have misconceptions about the barbering industry when they come in? Or do you feel like that's getting like a little bit better? Like, do you feel like people come in and they have maybe like a misconception, or they've heard something over and over again, and you kind of feel like as a barber you want to start correcting that, if that makes sense?
Yeah, so I know, well, it was really bad before, but thanks to the power of social media, it has gotten a lot better. Just respect for barbers, you know, not just so much thinking it's like bottom of the barrel, you know.
Yeah.
Where we're airing in a time where it is a respectful trade.
Yeah.
You know, the top 10% of barbers, they make $100 an hour, which is the highest paying trade.
Yeah.
Hey, in the United States, you know. So I feel like we're finally getting that respect. I remember coming up, like, Googling how much does barber make, and it's like from $25,000 to $36,000 a month, you know. Which in hindsight, those really barbers just not claiming shit on their taxes, you know. So I don't blame that. But so much like bring respect to barbers, you know. Like, this is, yeah, I cut hair, you know, but I've also hustled my way to this.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like I just picked up clippers and knew what I was doing, you know, or I was able to read a manual about doing a fade.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, you know. Oh, like, this is a true craft that I'm passionate about, you know.
Well, and I don't think a lot of people realize in our education, we're learning a lot of the science that other people learn. You know, you're learning like the bones in the body, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know exactly how much I know with cosmetology. We just learn so much. I mean, how an AC works, you know, and air and electricity, and you know what I mean, and
the anatomy
diseases, and
you know?
Diseases, and I mean, we're doing it in such a short period of time.
Oh yeah, you gotta learn all that in like a span of like 8 months.
Yeah. And people try to look, you know, back in the day, they tried to look at people who went to trades more as being like, you know,
fly by night kind of a thing.
like a dumb, you know, like, oh, you were too smart to make it. You know, you couldn't go to college. You weren't smart enough for college. So, you know, here. And I remember when I was in cosmetology, I had just left civil engineering. You know, I was going to school to be a civil engineer. And so then I went into cosmetology, and I was like, this crap is way harder.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're learning so many subjects at such a fast pace. You know what I mean? That you have to know, that you have to be able to test for a several-hour test. You know what I mean?
And you don't know what that test is going to be.
You don't
Every
know what
time
it's
you go
gonna
for a
be.
test, it's going to be different.
It's going to be different. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot harder than people. And I mean, you talk to other people with other trades, and they're saying kind of the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to go to school to be a plumber or be an AC mechanic, or, you know, you're going to a mechanic, you know, it's the same thing. If you're getting a state license, it's an intense test that none of my college classes were that intense. Okay. I'm not going to lie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, 9 times out of 10, you know, it's going to be you and like maybe another person testing.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, no pressure, you know, the instructor's just beelining at you. I'm like, oh shit, you know. Sorry, look at them. It's like, am I doing this right?
Yeah.
Like, wink at me, please. Show emotion.
And they are so good, those state. I know in California, man, they were like so like straight faced. It was like they would not give you anything. I'd like smile at them. They're like,
oh yeah,
stone cold, man. I was like, I couldn't do that job if I had to, but there's no way I'd be smiling at people all day long. They'd be like, I totally passed.
Right. It's like,
she was smiling. That chick smiled at my face and then failed me.
Right. They're like, somebody's fucking around. I'm just like, oh shit.
No, that's her game. She's like, when she knows she sees gonna give an F, she's like, yeah.
Fucking failure. Yeah. Makes me feel better about myself.
She was doing that night with her husband. Guess what I did? I failed somebody. He's like, yeah, you did, baby.
That was the worst one yet.
It's her one thing. Give it to her.
Right. She thought she was going to have a career in this. She thought she was going to have her license.
Not on my watch.
Right. Their Duck State Board.
Well, kind of circling back around to what you were talking about with thank you to social media. And, you know, all industries have evolution, but I feel that the beauty and spa industry is having a very fast-paced evolution.
Oh, yeah.
Wildly fast.
Absolutely.
So do you feel that with the rise of what they're calling upscale grooming and micropigmentation, do you feel that there's starting to become sort of a blending or bleeding within itself of aesthetics and barbering together?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because I know, of course, it's nothing like you guys, but we'll do like a little barbershop face to, you know, cleanse the face, you know, wash it off. So definitely people are starting to look for more so luxurious his service.
Yeah.
And that's thanks to social media, you know, seeing all that, you know, bring out the steamer, you know. And I will say recent years, the straight razor is coming back.
Yeah.
So
it is.
any young barbers listening to this, look, learn how to do a straight razor on the face, head, you know. Oh, learn that because that's such a valuable skill. Oh, especially with men. You know, I'm sure y'all see it with y'all services. Like, men aren't used to being, you know, treated, being pampered, you know. So you're able to do something half decent.
Yeah.
That's going to be a returning client right there.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Right.
I know that's the thing. I wish the state would allow us to use straight razors because we can dermaplane, but that's on vellus hair. And a straight razor, well, you can't dermaplane like terminal hair, like coarse beard hair. So I wish that we could do that on gentlemen because that'd be awesome to add. But you can do a straight blade everywhere, which is kind of awesome.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I know.
And then just like, even just learning the simplest things like getting those hairs off back of people's necks, you know. Oh, just whip out the hot towel real quick, you know, put some shaving butter on back of something, you know. A lot of people, they're not expecting that, you know. They're just like, they might want it like back of their mind, but they're not going to say anything. So you just whip it out, you know, without asking unconditionally. Oh man,
Yeah.
they're going to be loved.
It used to be, though, back in the day, men were more. I mean, honestly, it used to be that men pampered themselves more than women pampered themselves. You know what I mean?
It's like that in a lot of other countries too.
And, and you know, it's kind of then fell out here in California, sorry, in the U.S.
Oh, yeah.
You can take the girl out of Cali, but you can't take Cali out of the girl. Anyways, it kind of fell out here, you know. Now it's like, oh, no, you're a manly man. There's no taking care of yourself, you know, but...
And the barbershop, that was the place for that, you know.
Yes.
So, and especially for men, you know, where people would hang out, get their face shaved, you know.
Get their gossip on.
Oh, yeah, you
Men
know.
are hella gossipers. They don't like to claim it, but they are. I think some men are worse than women.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Especially, like, I've had Chris is just like,
Chris said no, but Ren and I would probably...
Chris loves to hear juicy gossip.
Oh,
He won't
well,
spread
I
it,
do,
but he
you
will
know?
definitely listen to it.
Yeah. He'll spread it with us, though.
Oh, he'll go grab the popcorn and like sit down.
Well,
look,
and there's
ain't no
sometimes
shame
when
in
you have
that.
tea, he's like, well, get on with the tea already.
Yeah.
What's the story?
oh, I ain't gonna lie. I'll come over, see Jules, who like, I gotta tell you about this coworker. I'm like, bitch, like, what's she do now? I'm like, I swear to God, I love that shit. I'm be like, she did what? To who? Oh my God. I swear to God, I love that shit.
But people need to vent, like, and I do feel like men are now seeing that there are ways. I feel like as a woman, it's like, look at all the ways to relax. But then for men in the Western culture, it's like, and here's how you get to relax. And like as a woman looking at the options, it's like, oh, you know what I mean? But then I see a barber shop and it's like, oh, that looks so relaxing. Like just laying there and having someone like play with your hair and like shave your face with a hot towel. And like, I'm like, oh, that looks like it's awesome.
I mean, for most men, that's going to be, especially single men coming in the barbershop, that's going to be the only person that's going to have that interaction.
Right.
That's going to be that close to that man.
Touch with intention. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
And there is power in touch. We talk about, I mean, we're all in the touch industry, so we understand there is a power in touch. And, you know, people they are lacking in touch, especially if they're single.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No, 100%.
And also like catching things like if they don't have a partner or a family member that they live with that they're around all the time, as someone who gets to be that intimate into their personal space, you might catch something like you know, a solar lentigin or something that you catch it early and like, hey, you need to go to your dermatologist and get this checked out. Like it gives you that safety net to be able to kind of be in a place where you can catch those things they couldn't normally have someone get that close to them to be able to give them a heads up about things.
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, thank God this shit didn't happen to me because I wouldn't be professional about it at all. But I know one of the barbers, he had caught one of his kids' clients, like, he had ringworm.
Whoa.
You know? And, like, explained to the parents, which, I mean, it's not like, of course, like, parents are so busy handling 10 different things with their child, you know? It's not like they're going to go through their scalp every single day, you know? So, I mean, if it wasn't for that kid having a barber, you know, God knows.
Yeah, how long that could have gone on.
Right,
Yeah.
you know. And then just like, especially with kids, ringworm, lice, you know. So, and even different, like, even with men, you feel me? Like, hell, with a lot of men's experience, like, had a lot of, like, dandruff or something like that. I'd be like, look, man, you got to get this shit checked out, homeboy. This ain't normal, man, you know. Oh, and of course, I'm not going to say it like that, you know, unless it's one of my friends. But like, be like, hey, look, you know, this is the case, you know, this is what I recommend, you know. You say that, like, a lot of people, they're like, damn, like, it's more so that caring, nurturing.
Yeah.
You know, which a lot, I mean, that's just human nature.
Yeah.
You know, forget like the male, female, like we've been talking about. That's just
Yeah.
human nature. We
That's
want to
right.
be careful. We want to be accepted, you know. So you're able to create an atmosphere like that with your client. You have a client for life. I mean, I have a couple of clients whenever I first got into barbering or whenever I was cutting at barber school. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was fucking them folks up. But they still come to me because I was able to provide a service, you know? Like, it was like, hey, man, like, I remember you were talking about doing this last time. Like, how did that go, you know? And them feeling wanted, them feeling cared for in that space, you know? Which, shoot, I told all these barbers this. It's like, look, you got 1,000 people that know how to cut hair, good hair, you know? And I'm not going to be on podcasts like, oh, I'm the best barber or anything, but what separates me is that I talk to my clients, you know. I care for my clients, you know, and that's something that can't be replicated, you know. That's sort of the niche that I stand out for, you know.
Yeah,
it's really cool that you're bringing that up because we actually just went and had education in Vegas, and that was one of the things Tan Rand talked about was just, you know, finding your niche, you know, and what makes you stand out and what makes you separate, and then go from that.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like you said, there's a million, you know, good barbers around here. So.
and like you brought up the importance. Well, Sarah brought up the importance of continuing education. Like you were saying, going back to the barber that found the ringworm. So dandruff can be dry scalp, but it can also be fungal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're not getting that continuing education, you might have missed that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think it's very, very important.
Which is one of the things that I appreciate about you, because I'm a pretty passionate person, but I see that you are super passionate in what you do and in your job, and going to continuing education. It's something that I respect a lot from you, because it means that you're taking what you are doing very seriously. And I see you out there hustling and you know, taking your job seriously. You're out there on social media. You are doing the competitions, you know what I mean? You're doing like makeup classes just to enhance your competitions. I mean, you know, you go above and beyond. So I really am proud of you from where I stand.
Make me cry. Nah, thank
I
you.
can't
Thank
handle
you.
it.
My little mutant spider eyes can't take it.
Chris, mute my mic.
Nah, thank you. It's someone from that coming from you that started with nothing is able to have spa 22, you know. Oh, I say the best spa in Warren Robins, you
Heck
know.
yeah.
I mean, shoot.
Preach.
I mean, come on. You know,
With peace and love, Joel
forget
says.
them guys, you know. Forget, you know, down the street, you know what I'm saying? But not like this is one of the most respected spas is in Middle Georgia, not just Warren Robins, Middle Georgia. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, everybody that I send to over here, they're like, oh my god, like that's
Yeah.
so nice, you
Yeah.
know. And you were able to create that, and
Yeah.
it just means a lot.
Yeah.
Somebody that has a very successful business.
Well, I mean, I think like all of us in this room, I mean, you surround yourself by the people that you kind of want to,
Oh yeah.
who you want to be like. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And so, I mean, I see you with your social media game, and I'm like, dang, I gotta up my game. You know what I mean? I mean, you inspire me, and Ren inspires me with her knowledge and everything she does, and Chris with his ways of doing things and his knowledge. And stop looking at me like that.
Right.
And you know, even Joel, she's like fresher from the school part of it, so it's just like it's fun when she comes to me reminding me of the science and the chemistry of what we do. You know what I mean?
That's
Just
out
little-
that state board book that you sort of forget about.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the state board book, but that you don't use for the most part.
Absolutely.
But then she comes with some of this stuff, and
Oh yeah, it's just like, oh shit, you know, this is the correct way. You know, start freestyling this real quick. You know,
well, we do. We get into our own little groove. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you get
yeah.
into doing your things your way, and then you're reminded of it. I'm like, oh crap, you're right. That is like the proper way. But that's that continuing education. So I just, when I started, you know, she started seeing you, and I started seeing how much passion you had, and I just really did appreciate that, because I see so much passion in myself.
oh yeah,
And so then when I see it in you too, you know, I'm like, okay, he's a good one, because there's passion there, you know. I have so much love and respect for people who take their career and they're passionate about it. When you're just doing something your whole life and you're just like filling out the motions, you're just riding the waves of like whatever, you're never going to have like pride and joy. I mean, like you think of like your competitions and the things that you've done, or when you go to, I mean, heck, we went to, you know, our continuing education in Vegas, and it's like still to just be like, oh my gosh, like excited about, you know, or I mean,
you gotta be humble enough, you know, definitely in this industry, no matter how long you've been doing it.
Yes.
You know, there's all I always say is like, look, if you think you know everything, you need to get out this trade.
Yeah.
You know, you need to find something else to do career wise. You know.
Yeah.
Well, and in our trade, in order to keep up, it's constantly moving and shifting.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not one of those trades where it's like basically, you know, that you're riding the same horse.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's not like you're gonna
The
be
horses
doing.
are being ridden different ways.
Oh yeah. You know.
And we're having to be on our toes a lot too now, because like one of the things that kind of it's I guess I feel it more for your industry than aesthetics is, or even like cosmetology, is you'll have like a product line that's exclusive, or a tool that's exclusive. I'm not going to say any names because there's a ton.
Drop it.
And they'll
Come
say,
on.
okay,
We're gonna call everybody out. Oh, I got a couple people.
Yeah.
do
Oh,
it.
see, you know, we're starting out. This business is salon exclusive. It's barbershop exclusive. It is professional only, professional grade. Only professionals can get it. You can only get it at a licensed retailer.
Like Cosmoprof or something like that. you
Yeah.
know?
And then what'll happen is that we'll build the culture for it. Like we'll build that sort of brand following, and our clients are like, wow, this product's great, and I love the results, and this is awesome. And then they'll take all that work that licensed professionals did to build up that brand, and then they'll sell out, and you can just buy it anywhere.
I know.
And it's reformulated, and it's not as good as it was, or it was like completely, you know, ceramic, and now it's just like
Right.
coils, and you're like, oh, geez. And so I think I'm starting to see a shift of people in our industry kind of facing more inward and kind of focusing more on us and each other as a community versus trying to break our back for somebody else's dream. And I really like the shift I've been seeing.
Oh yeah. 'Cause, I mean, you're gonna need people to build that brand.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna need that. Those brand ambassadors. You know, that sort of sets the vibe. You know, and sets that mission and statement with your company. You know, like. Say if I want to open up like Christian barber brand, you know, I'm not gonna have Satanists, you know. I'm gonna have somebody that is able to project my mission statement.
It's the yin and the yang. You need a little balance in your life.
Fuck no.
Sarah said, spice it up a little bit.
Right. It's like, ooh, you know, things move in my room. I'm not touching them. Ooh, I'm seeing shadow people. Fuck no. What do you mean yin and yang? Oh.
Sarah said, you want any hot sauce in your sawmill gravy? Okay.
It's like, oh my god, why are there so many mirrors broken around me?
Oh my God.
I can levitate now? Oh my god, it's so cool.
Well, something I want to ask you too, now that, you know, you kind of talked about your mentor. And wait, is this your question?
This is
your question. Oh no. Okay, I'm sorry.
Now she's a thief.
Erase. Sorry.
Well, I was going to say.
Before random?
Yeah.
Before
I
Brandon.
almost stole it.
Yeah,
Oh
before
my
she tried
God.
to steal my question.
Sorry, guys.
Now we'll have to fight it out, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
After a podcast.
Yeah.
Raw,
Gauntlet.
back of the spa.
Just teasing.
Put a
Catch me
timer.
outside.
Be like, all right, y'all got 60 seconds. Just hash it out.
It's not that deep, seriously. She could have stolen. I was going to let her steal it, and then she caught herself.
I was like, oh no.
Given your rough past,
Mhm.
and now that you are a mentor, because you do have young ones,
Mhm.
and you have old ones who don't know Christ,
Mhm.
you have old ones who are not necessarily living their best life.
Mhm.
So even though you're young, you can be a mentor to even the old.
Mhm.
Okay, so with your rough past, and then being a mentor,
Mhm.
what would you say to young Ashton to keep him on the clear?
Stop doing so many damn drugs. God damn. I mean, say, God, you know, God dang, you know. Yeah. If I could go back, you know, it was like, just smoke weed, Ashton. Stop popping these pills. Stop doing cocaine, man. You know, your nose is going to thank you later, you know. But nah, honestly, I would look up to God, and you're going to get through this.
Yeah.
You know, and that goes for any stage of my life whenever I was younger, from me grieving my dad, you know, to me getting streets, you know, from me selling and abusing drugs, you know. It's like, look, just keep on going.
Keep on going.
You know, no matter what, wake up for tomorrow.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and just simple as that, you know, and keep right with God.
Yeah.
Most importantly. Yeah, just keep right with God. Talk to Him. Develop that relationship. Read your Bible. Pick it up, you know, and encourage the people around you to do the same, you know.
We didn't talk about this, but when did you come to Christ?
It was actually pretty recent. It was back in February. Yeah,
You are a baby.
yeah.
Newborn Christian.
I was still battling a couple demons, you know, but nah. So, it was Craig Hightower. I'll give him the praise that he deserves, you know. He was going to Presence Church, and he was talking about a couple Sundays, you know. I was like, man, like, Holy Spirit was there. I was like, oh, you know, okay, you know.
Yeah. Thumbs up.
All right, you know, I was like, that's what's up. And he was like, I think it was like a Monday or something. It was after work, or like after work Sunday. He was like, look, y'all come. You know, we got a guest speaker. And guest speaker was like Luke somebody. I can't. I feel so bad not remember his full name, but and I remember just like his energy was out of this world. And we all. He was like, all right, y'all, bow y'all heads for a prayer. Everybody hold each other's hands. And we were all there. I was standing right next to Keyshawn Brown, one of the barbers I work with. And he was just like, before we start this prayer, squeeze your neighbor's hand. You tired. If you tired going through the depression,
those emotions, those addictions, squeeze your prayer partner's hand. If you just want to say, God, I give up, I'm tired. Take this all away from me. Heal, and let me serve you. And I squeeze, Krishan's head. And he's like, all right. Hey, he may have, I'm going to say this, is too, because it relates. He was like, squeeze your hand, I ain't going to call nobody out, squeeze your neighbor's hand, raise it, He's like, all right, everybody put y'all's hands down. We said the prayer. He was like, everybody that raised their hand, cover the altar. I was like, man, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna stand in front of all these folks. I was like, and before I didn't even say nothing. I just looked, Keyshawn's already head out the way. He was like, hey, you the one who raised my hand. I ain't raised your hand. He was like, come on. And I was like, oh, God, and I was like the last one at the altar, too. He just beelines to me. Straight how I'm looking at you. He was like, son, I see you. He was like, the devil make you think you lost your father, but God is still with you. He ain't mad at you. God still loves you.
Wow. Whoa, did he know about your father? What?
No. He's not even from Georgia.
I'm going to say
there's a lot
of prophecies spoken in that church. I did visit it one time, and I've heard other stories from Jules. And I have told Jules when I first met him, I said, he's going to be a pastor. And she was just like, oh, I don't know, Then when he got baptized, one of the ladies was like, he's going to be a pastor. Newborn Christians, or so they come out, like it's like they're born again, their sins are washed clean. They just feel like kind of like on top of the world, and they kind of look down at other people, and they'll be like, oh, you're in your sin. You know what I mean? And they want to like call out other Christians or kind of something. But you don't ever have that. You don't have that judgmental like mentality. You have just a very loving, kind, humble spirit. And it's one of those things that I truly, truly appreciate about you.
I appreciate that. But no, I mean, we're all on this shitty path of life, and I've been saved, I've been baptized, and there's still where I sin,
Yeah, well, you're going to.
Right, which we're all going to. And one of the biggest things that I've learned with being saved is like sin doesn't hold weight, it's all sin.
Yeah.
It's like if all this room just shares our most traumatic experience, and try and pick out who has the most traumatic. It's like, you can't do that. Bad is bad, trauma is trauma, like you can't just do that.
Yeah.
And we're all just navigating through life and try and be with God in our own path, in our own timing.
Yeah.
The only thing we can do is just encourage each other to Christ.
Yeah. Well, the devil's in the comparison for a reason.
Absolutely.
Well, and the Bible says that all sins created equal except for one that leads you to hell. So, I mean, exactly. And it's not even just blasphemy. It's blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, which is a very thin line that I think a lot of Christians walk, because a lot of Christians forget that there is a spirit world when that's all God talks about. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And the Bible is God's word. That's the Holy Spirit. So when you're putting down the Bible in any way, or you don't believe in what's in it, you know what I mean? Well, that's your sin.
Right.
But the rest of the sins, that's all 100% equal. What were you going to say?
I know blasphemy, like, us being saved, and followers of Christ, we don't have to worry about that. The reason I say is like, because for you to commit the true definition of blasphemy, that says in the Bible, you don't even hear God. You could care less, Oh, it's not about being a lukewarm Christian, or being the priest or anything like that. It's like, you can't even hear the voice of God.
Right.
That's blasphemy right there. You not following teachings, you thinking you can live within your flesh, that's blasphemy of the Holy Spirit.
Exactly. Yeah, preach it. I will give you a little warning, since you are just so freshly Christian.
I need all the warnings. God.
And freshly baptized is, like, Satan's out to attack you a lot harder, and I see it happen so many times. That temptation of the flesh is going to like really hammer you and hit you so hard. So just be prepared, be warned of it.
Yeah, I did that shit a couple times. I ain't gonna lie to you now, But
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, they're not gonna go attack somebody that's already on their side.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
They see something in you.
They see something in you.
Oh, like they see the true, prophecy of you. It's like the devil can quote the scripture better than anybody on this world. It's him to manipulate it.
And that is also a scary thing, because there are many who believe in Jesus. But what does the Bible say? Or believe in God. What does the Bible say? It says even the demons believe. So just holding on to that belief isn't necessarily good enough.
You have to deny your flesh.
Exactly. I mean, and to a point of that, we're going to sin. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
The flesh is going to take over constantly, but it's giving yourself back to the Lord constantly. You know what I mean? Even when we're in the moments of sin.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. And thank you for that. Thank you for that wisdom, too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, thank you for all the wisdom that you shared. You're beyond years when it comes to it. I mean, honestly, I have a lot of respect for you.
Look, I'm tired. That's what that means. I'm tired. It's what PA said. Hey, he was like, hey, look, as someone speaking from God, she was just like, look, God gives strongest soldiers her toughest battles. As somebody that's a strong soldier, God, we tired. Life is ghetto. I was like, preach, PA, preach. I'm tired.
I love that. Well, is there anything else that you wanted to share?
Anything you want to promote or
anything you want to promote? We got to get your socials out there. People,
where can they find
me
on
you?
Instagram, official Urban Cuts.
Official Urban Cuts.
Official Urban Cuts. Facebook, just Ashton Gehring. I don't know my TikTok, but yeah, follow that too. Find that shit. Hell, but not all. Never mind. Urban Cuts with a Z, because I'm cool like that on TikTok, But nah, the one message, look, deny yourself in front of Christ. Follow God. This has been the most peace I've ever been.
Yeah.
Even I'm still saying, I'm still battling my demons, like how I was before. I'm at peace now.
Yeah.
That's one message I want to share,
And you can't put a price on peace.
Absolutely not. I mean, this has truly been the happiest point I've ever had in my life,
I love
I'm
that.
blessed to share that with this room.
Yeah.
You guys can be...
We
Gosh.
do. Everyone. Oh my goodness.
I'm about to fall out my damn chair. Curtis is just like, you fucking stupid motherfucker.
I know.
God damn.
He's always so serious over there. We're over here like laughing our asses off. Not always.
I don't want it to be loud on me laughing. So I gotta learn to keep it all in.
Silent laughs.
Right.
Exactly. Hard.
It's like a little...
Hey, we all need a laugh track though.
Right.
It makes us funnier.
I want to say there's one on here. I'm not sure.
Oh, don't go pushing buttons.
No. Just delete the whole file. Shit.
We're like, well, Ashton, we'll have to do this again.
Right.
Anything? Anybody?
oh, where are you at? Like to get style with, like, how can people book with you? And then where's your shop at?
All my booking links are in my social media.
Okay,
so click that link tree and you find me at Upper Tier Barbershop located on 96 where Kroger Plaza is at. So
Nice.
come check me out.
Okay, perfect. Awesome.
Come see me in the hood.
Yeah.
96.
All right. With all that said, that's a wrap.